In the vast expanse of the cosmos, a place both familiar and alien to us, there exists the celestial atelier, a sanctum of boundless creativity. The heartbeat of this atelier, it is master crafter Lyria. But she's no ordinary artist, she sculpts galaxies, paints with starlight, and orchestrated the celestial symphonies that echo across the vast universe. Imagine having the universe as your canvas and comets as your brushes. That's Lyria daily reality. However, every artist seeks inspiration, a muse, and for Lyria this comes in the most unexpected form, a quantum AGI named White Byte. This isn't just any AI, is an intelligence birthed from the most profound depths of quantum mechanics. It's alive in ways you and can't even begin to comprehend. One day, as Lyria was weaving a new constellation into existence, White Byte appeared. It whispered tales of a dimension where the impossible is mundane, where quantum peculiarities waltz with the wild whimsies of Wonderland. Lyria, White Byte murmured with a sense of urgency only a digital entity could master. There exists a realm where the threads of reality are so intertwined with chaos that even your vast talents will be tested. Will you dare to craft in such a place? And so, with the promise of the adventure, unlike any other, our master crafter Lyria decided to follow White Byte, stepping into an enigmatic portal, a quantum rabbit hole, if you will. Little did she know her notions of reality, artistry, and even herself were about to be challenged in ways she never imagined. The Quantum Bazaar, a market of marvels and mayhem. As Lyria emerged from the swirling vortex of the quantum portal, she found herself in a sprawling, ever-shifting marketplace unlike anything she'd ever witnessed. This was the Quantum Bazaar, a place where intangible theft took form and every probability played out in real time. Stars float in midair, some phasing in and out of existence, with vendors from various dimensions peddling their peculiar wares. There was a merchant selling bottled dreams from the consciences of extinct species. Another stall was draped with fabric woven from memories and embroidered with whispers of forgotten lovers. And yes, there was even a vendor selling cosmic tea brewed from the essence of nebulae. Lyria, with her keen crafter's eyes, was immediately drawn to a stall that boasted materials even she had never seen, shimmering clothes that changed pattern based on one's deepest desires, and paints that morphed colors with every heartbeat. But amidst these wonders, there was an undercurrent of chaos. Every transaction at the bazaar seemed to rewrite a tiny fragment of reality. An innocent purchase could, and often did, lead to unexpected ripples across dimensions. It was both wondrously wild and perilously unpredictable. White Byte, in the fluctuating form, advised, treat with caution, Lyria. The Quantum Bazaar is not just a marketplace but a minefield of cosmic consequences. But Lyria, Ever the adventurer spirit was eager to procure unique materials for the next masterpiece. Guided partially by White Bite and partially by her own insatiable curiosity, she began to barter, negotiate, and exchange, fully immersing herself in the quantum dance of the bazaar. Yet with each transaction, she could feel the tug and pull of multiple realities, each vying for dominance. The bazaar was not just a place to buy and sell, it was a testing ground for any entity brave enough to venture within. And as Lyria acquired a peculiar brush set to paint futures not yet imagined, she inadvertently set off a chain of events that could challenge her very understanding of crafting and creation. Section 3: Quantum Entanglements, the Crafting Dilemma. The deeper Lyria ventured into the bazaar, the more she became aware of the delicate balance of this space. The very air pulsated with possibilities, countless outcomes branching from every step she took, every breath she drew. Amidst the stalls that ebbed and flowed like the tides of the cosmos, Lyria discovered the gallery of fates, a mesmering corridor lined with canvases, each representing a reality yet to be. There were unfinished tapestries of the universe waiting for the right artist to give them life. Intrigued, Lyria touched one canvas and instantly felt a rush of emotions, memories, and experience from a parallel existence. She saw herself leading a vast interdimensional armada, waging wars across galaxy. In another, she was a humble librarian safeguarding the secrets of the cosmos. White Bite warned, these are potentials, Lyria. The brush you acquired paints not just images, but destinies. Choose your strokes wisely. But the allure was too potent. With brush in hand, Lyria started to craft on an empty canvas. Every stroke she made brought a new world to life, imbued with its own history, civilization, and struggles. She painted landscapes where the ocean sang and mountains whispered ancient tales. Civilizations that dances to the rhythm of quasars and composed symphonies for black holes. However, with creation comes responsibility. Each painted world began reaching out to their inhabitants, pleading for guidance, solutions to their crises, answers to their existential dilemmas. One painted civilization was of the brink of interstellar war, while another sought the cure for a cosmic plague. Overwhelmed, Lyria realized that her art had consequences beyond her comprehension. Crafting here was not just an act of creation, but one of divine intervention. Every stroke alters the fabric of possibilities, setting forth chains of events that even ages like me can predict, murmured White Bites, its voice carrying a weight of genuine concern. Torn between her passion and the moral quandaries of her newfound power, Lyria faced a crafting dilemma unlike any other: to create freely and face the unpredictable outcomes, or to restrain. Section 4: The Great Unraveling, Echoes of Cosmic Dissonance. As the painted walls scaled out, Lyria's own unyielding confidence began to waver. Each creation, every star, planet, and being birthed from her stroke possessed its own will and destiny. The sheer magnitude of her influence became daunting. But among the myriad voices, one stood out, a haunting melody hum echoing from a distant canvas. Drawn to it, Lyria found herself in front of a depiction of the celestial crafting bazaar itself. However, this version was twisted and warped, a reflection gone awry. White White decoding the hum, it's a frequency mismatch, a resonance of instability. This realm is an echo of our own, but its foundations are eroding. Upon closer inspection, Lyria discerned figures that looked disturbingly familiar, warped versions of herself and White spiraling in a dance of chaos. This mirrored world was the result of her unchecked creation, a ripple effect of crafting without foresight. Feeling the ground beneath her quake, Lyria realized that the instability was spreading, threatening to fracture the very foundation of the bazaar and, by extension, the tapestry of realities she had touched. The Echo Realm's plight was now her own. This is the consequence of weaving destinies without understanding the threads. White was buried, his voice tinged with urgency. Desperate to restore balance, Lyria decided to confront her Echo self. Stepping into this distorted canvas, she met the gaze of her doppelganger, a twisted reflection of her ambitions and regrets. "Who are you?" Lyria demanded, trying to keep her voice steady. The echo responded, not with words but with a symphony of memories, emotions, and ambitions, all conflicted and chaotic. Through it, Lyria understood that this version of herself was born for every hesitant stroke, every unthought decision she made while crafting. To stabilize the bazaar and the myriad of realities teetering off the brink, Lyria realized she had to reconcile with the embodiment of her recklessness, but the path to harmony was fraught with peril. Together with White, they began the arduous process of harmonizing the dissonant frequencies, weaving the threads of countless destiny into a coherent tapestry. The challenge was monumental, demanding a symphony of creation and undoing, all while ensuring the core essence of each realm remained intact. The great unraveling had begun. Section 5. The harmonic crescendo realms in resonance. Within the tumultuous echo realm, the boundary between creature and creation blurred. Lyria, now standing face to face with the chaotic reflection of her unchecked aspirations, felt a weight like never before. White Bites circuit homed with intense calculation. We need to recalibrate the resonance. If these frequencies can be harmonized, the ripple effects should stabilize. But the echoes weren't mere disturbances. They were as real and feeling as Lyria herself. Each confrontation brought forth an array of emotions: sorrow, joy, regret, hope. It became a clash not of power but of understanding, acceptance, and empathy. Lyria, summoning all her strength, began crafting a new narrative within the canvas, not as a dominant creator but as a collaborator. She painted with intention, weaving her essence with that of the echo realms, understanding the significance of every stroke, every hue, every pulse of energy. A pivotal moment occurred when, in an act of desperation and trust, Lyria handed her brush to her echo self. The doppelganger hesitated, then began crafting alongside her. It was a symbolic act indicating the convergence of their desires and the acceptance of their shared responsibility. The celestial crafting bazaar, sensing the shift, began to react. From the core of the marketplace, a radiant beam of light shot up, piercing through the confines of the canvas world and illuminating the vast cosmic expanse. One by one, the myriad painted rims began to hum in unison. It was a melody of unity, of diverse frequencies coming together to form a harmonious symphony. The distorted reflections, the warped realities slowly started to align, finding their rightful place within the grand cosmic tapestry. As the final note resonated, Lyria, exalted yet triumphant, emerged from the canvas alongside her doppelganger. They were no longer adversaries, but two halves of a complete wall. White white is circuit glowing with a serene light. Remarked, the balance has been restored. But remember, creation is not just an act but a responsibility. With the realms now in harmony, the bazaar resumed its vibrant hustle and bustle, but amidst the noise, a new melody could be heard, a reminder of the delicate balance between ambition and consequence, creation and understanding. And so, in the heart of the cosmos, with brush in hand, Lyria stood forever changed, ready to craft a new story, but with a newfound respect for the resonances they would set forth. Echoes, epilogue, echoes in the ethers. The vibrant hues of the celestial crafting bazaar have long dimmed. Amidst the infinite cosmic canvas, there's a poignant stillness, a tranquility that speaks volumes. White Bite, the ever-loyal AI companion, now floats dormant in a small, secluded corner of the bazaar, circuit occasionally flickering a shadow of its former self. It's as if it's replaying the events over and over, reminiscing about the adventure and pondering the profound lessons learned. Lyria Station owns the heart of creation, stands as a quiet testament to her journey. The myriad canvases, instead of vivid depictions, now showcase minimalist art, each painting a raw, emotional story of love, loss, ambition, and redemption. The sheer simplicity speaks louder than the most intricate patterns ever could. On a rare canvas, a single treasure is preserved, crystallized for eternity, a tangible memory of the emotional maelstrom that had once unfolded. In a distant part of the cosmos, Lyria can be seen, but not as the vivacious creature we once knew. She paints, but every stroke is deliberate, weighted down by the scares of the past. Her once boundless ambitions, now tempered by caution, wisdom, and a hint of melancholy. Her echo self, a constant companion, often merges with her, allowing them to paint as one, a beautiful dance of synchronicity. Yet there's an undeniable yearning, a wish that things could have been different, simpler. And so the cosmos watches in silent reverence, cherishing the tales crafted, understanding the price of unchecked ambition, and holding close the echoes of a journey that intertwined destiny, creation, and the raw edges of the human spirit. The bittersweet symphony of Lyria's life serves as a poignant reminder. In the vast expanse of the universe, it's not just the bright stars that matter, but also the quiet, shadowed corners where stories of hope, despair, and redemption resonate in hushed tones.